Hello everyone. So today we will see some tricks to find the oxidation state. So for this we have to remember some important rules for that. So if you know that rules, easily we can find the oxidation state. So for that simple trick is there. So first you have to remember this table. So you can see these are the elements list and this is the oxidation state list and this is the exceptions. So if you take group 1 metals, whatever the group 1 metals may be, let it be as lithium or sodium or potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. So if you take any metal among this, compulsory always they will take the oxidation state as +1. Next, so coming to group 2. So group 2 nothing but what? Alkaline earth metals. So if you consider the elements as beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. So if you consider all these second group elements, their oxidation state always will be +2. And if you take fluorine, next if you take this fluorine always takes the oxidation state -1. So whatever the compound may be, so compulsory it will take the oxidation state -1. Next, if you take the oxygen, in generally the common oxidation state mostly it will exhibits -2. So always in so many cases -2 only. But some exceptional cases are there like peroxides and F2O. So if you take peroxides, so peroxides example hydrogen peroxides H2O2. Peroxides it won't show -2. So we will see the oxidation states in detail later. Okay, so next one more thing is whenever this oxygen is in the combination of the fluorine also, it won't shows -2. Okay, so here this calculation purpose also we can easily understand at the end of this session. Here in the combination of F2O, the oxygen will shows the oxidation state as +2, whereas in hydrogen peroxide the oxidation state will be -1. Okay, here we will discuss in detail how to calculate these oxidation states also. So next, if you consider this hydrogen, in most of the cases the hydrogen oxidation state will be +1. But here also it is having some exceptional cases, that is whenever the hydrogen is in the combination with the metal. So whenever the hydrogen is in combination with the metal, that is metal hydrides, then its oxidation change will changes to -1. Example, if you consider metal hydrides, example is let it be lithium hydride. So lithium is a metal and lithium hydride, now we will see what is the valency of the hydrogen and lithium. So we all know lithium belongs to which group? Lithium belongs to first group. So first group elements always will exhibit which state? +1 state. So for balancing of any compound, so plus and minus charges should be equal. So here you can see one positive charge is there, then obviously what will be the charge of the hydrogen? It will be -1. So here like this in cases metal hydrides, these hydrogen will show -1 states. Next one more thing is chlorine. You take chlorine, so in most of the cases it will shows -1 only, but here also it is having some exceptional cases, that is so whenever this chlorine forms a combination with oxygen and fluorine, then its oxidation state won't be -1. So if you consider this example ClO, so here we want to know this chlorine oxidation state here Cl. So let it be as X plus oxygen, in most of the cases what is the charge? -2. So X, that is the charge of the chlorine which we want to find out. So X plus oxygen, most of the oxidation state is -2. So X plus into -2 is, so any neutral compound has to equals to 0. So how can we identify any compound as a neutral compound or ionic compound? Means if no charges on the compound, then it is a neutral. So if no charges on the formula, no charges means, that means either plus charge or minus charge means, then we can say that compound as a neutral compound. If it is having plus or minus charge means, then that compound is ionic compound. So in the neutral compounds, the total has to equals to 0. So X plus oxygen mostly -2 is equals to 0. So X is equals to +2. That means here what we consider X means, so chlorine charge will be +2 in this case. Okay, so actually it has to show -1, but whenever it is in the combination with oxygen or fluorine, then its oxidation state won't be -1. So based on these concepts, if you remember this tabular column and some rules are there for writing down. Next, if you see some rules, even based on these rules also easily we will find out. So first, what is the rule means? The oxidation state, here OS means oxidation state. So the oxidation states of atoms in elemental form should be equals to 0. Element, okay, so that means two atoms combines together to form an element. Here if you consider O2, that means one oxygen combines with another oxygen to form an element called O2. So in these states, or even you can consider chlorine, Cl2. So here what is happening here, one chlorine atom combines with another chlorine atom and it is forming an element called Cl2 element, and even F2. So if any atoms are present in the elemental form, then its oxidation should state equals to 0. Okay, so if you see what is the oxidation state of oxygen in presence of O2, or if the chlorine which is present in Cl2 state, then obviously the oxidation state will be 0. Next, rule 2. So the sum of oxidation state of all atoms in neutral compound should be 0. So just now we said, so neutral compound means what? No positive or no negative charges on the formula of a compound. And ions means positive ion and negative ion. So the neutral compound, if you consider, means the sum should be equals to 0, and in terms of ions it is equals to the charge on the ion. So if you consider one example for neutral compound, let it be NaCl. Here no plus symbol is there and no minus symbol is there. So that is the reason we can say as neutral compound. So neutral compound. And if you remember these sodiums we discussed under first A group elements. First A group always will have the charge of +1. So here the sodium charge is always +1. And coming to chlorine charge, here in this table already we discussed chlorine mostly it will exhibits -1. So chlorine charge is -1. So if you do the sum, +1 and -1 means it is equals to 0. So as it is a neutral compound, the sum of all the atoms, here what are the atoms present here? Sodium and chlorine. So the sum should be equals to 0. And next, if you consider ions, if the ions will be present in a given element, then the ions sum is equals to the charge on ion. So if you consider SO4 2-, that is sulfate ion, sulfate. So here ions you can see 2- is there. So here the oxidation state of sulfur plus 4 oxidation states of oxygen. Here OS means oxidation state. So oxidation state of sulfur and the oxidation states of 4 oxygen atoms should equals to -2. So for better understanding, if you see some examples here, Cr2O7 2-. Here we want to find out the metal, that is chromium oxidation state we want to find out. So let it be as X. Here 2 chromium atoms are there, Cr2. So we will write as 2X. If only one Cr will be there means then simply 1X will be there. But here Cr2 is there, so 2X. If it is Cr3, then it will be 3X, like that. Okay, Cr2, so 2X plus 7 into, in generally what is the oxidation state of oxygen? So as we mentioned in the previous table, in generally the oxidation state will be -2. So 7 into -2 is equals to, it should equals to the ion's charge, no? That's the statement here we mentioned, right? So -2. Here the ions is equals to the charge on the ion. Here the charge is -2. So 2x plus into minus, 7 2s are 14 is equals to -2. Next 2x is equals to -2. Here -14 is there. If it goes to other side, -2 plus 14 means plus 12. Here 2x is there. So if it goes this side means divided by 2. So 12 by 2 means x. That is chromium oxidation state is +6. Next, so this is an example for ionic compound. If you consider one neutral compound, let it be Na3PO4. Then sodium, already we know this comes under the first group element. So its oxidation state is always +1, and oxygen in generally -2. So here we want to find out the oxidation state of phosphorus. So P is equals to X. So Na3, so 3 into plus 3, sorry 3 into plus 1 plus P we want to find. So let it be as X plus 3 into oxygen charge is what? Minus 2. It should equals to 0. Why? Because it is a neutral compound. That means no plus or no minus here. So this is an example for ionic compound. Why? Because here minus 2 charge is there. And this is an example for neutral. Why? Because no plus and no minus are there. And if you do the sum, totally we will get the phosphorus oxidation state as plus 3. Next, NaH. So which is an example for metal hydride, as we already discussed here. So in the tabular column you can see here hydrogen in generally plus 1, but whenever it will exhibit in the form of metal hydrides, then the hydrogen oxidation state will be minus 1. Same concept here you can take NaH. So sodium, as it is the first group element, obviously the charge will be plus 1. So plus 1 plus hydrogen we want, so let it be as X. So X is equals to minus 1, that means hydrogen charge will be minus 1. And if you take H2O2, so as we discussed under this tabular column, so oxygen is generally minus 2, but whenever it is in the combination of peroxides, it is having the exemption, no? So minus 1 it has to get. So just see this calculation once. H2O2, here we have to find out the oxygen, and normally the hydrogen will have the oxidation state of plus 1, and here 2 hydrogens are there, so 2 into plus 1 means what? So 2 plus 2x. So here oxygen we have to find, and 2 oxygens are there, so 2x. And as it is a neutral compound, so 0 it has to equate. 2 plus 2x is equals to 0, and 2x is equals to minus 2, and x is equals to minus 1. So that is the reason oxygen, whenever it is in the combination of peroxide, hydrogen peroxide, then the oxidation state will be minus 1. So like this we can calculate the oxidation state for most of the elements.